Raman enters the court.
So blessed by the goddess, entering into the court of Vijayanagar was not easy. Raman was waiting for a good chance. One morning, Raman saw the Rajguru taking bath in the river. An idea flashed in Raman's mind. He grabbed the clothes of the Rajguru and hid them behind a rock. When the Rajguru came out of the river,
Oh my God! Where are my clothes? Where have they disappeared? I have them, Guruji. I'll give them to you, but on a condition. You have to carry me on your shoulders.
though the Guruji got angry, he was in need of his clothes, and he agreed.
All right, I will carry you.
Rajguru carried Raman on his shoulders and was walking near the palace. The king noticed this and got angry.
Guards, Rajguru is carrying a man on his shoulders. Thrash the fellow sitting on the shoulders and bring our Rajguru to me.
Meanwhile, Raman jumped down from Rajguru's shoulders.
Respected sir, I am sorry. I realized my mistake. Please let me begin carrying you. That's all right, my son. God bless you.
Rajguru sits on Raman's shoulders. When Raman began to walk, the guards came near them.
How dare you sit on our Rajguru's shoulders? Sir, the king has asked us to bring you to the court. This is what I was waiting for.
Raman's first trick ended in success. He entered the court.
Art sense or common sense?
One day, a painter from Rajnagar came to the Vijayanagar court. He was showing his paintings to the king.
Wow, the paintings are so good. Raman, are you admiring the beauty of the deer?
Yes, Majesty. But did you notice that the deer has only 1 ear?
The king could not say anything, but the painter did not want to accept his mistake.
This deer is looking at something to its right. That's why the left ear is not visible.
But the ear is totally not visible.
The painter got angry and said,
An ordinary man like you cannot judge my great works. Only an admirer understands the beauty of the picture.
Raman wanted to prove that the painter had committed a mistake.
Your Highness, I would like to show you my paintings.
The king understood there must be a trick behind this and waited eagerly to see what Raman was to do.
Sure, Raman. I shall come with a guest to see your paintings tomorrow.
Next day, the king and the painter went to Raman's place to see his paintings. There were 2 black canvases kept, one named horse and the other named grass.
How are my paintings?
Your painting just reads horse and grass. There is no horse or grass either.
Oh, the horse? It has gone to eat the grass, so you cannot see it.
Then where is the grass?
The horse has eaten all the grass, so you cannot see them too.
Then what happened to the horse?
The horse finished eating the grass and she has left. You see, we need to be an admirer to understand the art of painting.
The painter felt ashamed for his mistake.
Born to be free.
The queen had a beautiful parrot in a golden cage. They fed it with special fruits and nuts. The queen taught the parrot to say some good words and greetings.
What's that? It sounds different.
Hello, Raman. This is a special parrot. She's going to live in the palace. The speciality about her is she can talk and she talks only good words.
Talk? Birds cannot talk on their own. She just repeats a few words for the food you give.
No, Raman. She is a special bird and she talks only good words.
I can prove it to be wrong if your highness gives me permission to do so.
How would you prove it?
I'll take the parrot and bring her after a few days.
Sure, you would be punished if you failed to prove.
Raman took the parrot with him and asked the bird trainer to teach some bad words like, "The king is dirty, the queen is ugly." He took the parrot to the king after a few days. The parrot started to talk as soon as it entered the palace.
The king is dirty, queen is ugly.
Raman, what did you do to my bird? She never talked such words when she was here.
Please pardon me, Maharaj. I'm sorry for making the bird speak such words. Animals and birds just learn to imitate, and they don't know to talk on their own. It's unfair on our part to put the birds and animals in cages for our happiness.
The king understood the fact and let the bird free to fly.
A cat fears milk.
Krishna Raya once bought a few cats. The queen liked the cats and gave them to her ministers to bring them up. She also gave a cow to feed the cats.
Raman, here your cat and cow.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care of her as my own kid.
After some time, the queen asked the ministers to bring the cats. She wanted to check how healthy they were.
Good. The cat is looking fat and healthy. Raman, here is a gift for raising a healthy cat.
I have never seen the cat drinking milk. How did she become fat?
I kept hot milk and it burned the cat's mouth. So she was afraid of milk and started feeding on rats. She started roaming freely and we have a rat-free house. Our children enjoy the tasty milk we get from the cow.
Yes, the cat is fat. Our house is free from rats and our children are healthy with the cow's milk.
Free labor.
One night, some thieves came to Raman's house. Raman had seen them and wanted to play a trick on them.
Lakshmi, did you hear? There are thieves around the village. We have to keep all our belongings safe.
Where shall we keep our jewels and money?
We shall keep all our jewels and money in a big box and put it in the well. That is the safest place.
Raman and his wife threw the box into the well. Thieves waited until Raman and his wife went back into their house.
How shall we search the box in the well?
Let's fetch out all the water, and it will be easy to find out the box.
Foolish thieves were fetching water from the well for a long time and became tired. It became dawn and Tenali Raman came there and said,
Wow! Thank you, gentlemen. You have watered all the plants in my garden.
What do you mean?
The plants needed water, and I wanted to fool you.
Oh my God!
Thieves ran into the dark. Next day, the king was laughing and appreciated Raman's sense of humor.
Krishna tests Ramakrishna.
Krishna Deva Raya came to know about the trick played by Raman to enter his court. He liked the bold, frank and fearless Raman. Yet he wanted to test Raman's intelligence. He ordered his soldiers.
Raman has troubled the Rajguru, which is a sin. So, I want you to bury him in a neck-deep trench in the ground. Let an elephant trample his head.
The soldiers did as the king said and went to bring an elephant. Raman was unable to move in the pit. A hunchbacked man passed that way. And an idea struck Raman.
Oh, my friend, you are lucky to be here.
Me? Lucky? What has brought me luck today?
I also have a hunchback like you. A doctor said to dig a deep trench and asked me to stand in it with sand filled till my neck for a few hours. And he said my back would be straightened.
Oh, really? So your hunch is gone now?
Pull me out. I'm also eager to see if my back is straightened.
The man pulled out Raman and saw Raman's straight back. He was very happy.
Wow, my hunch is gone. I'm straight now.
Will you please do the same for me too, sir? I also want to get rid of my hunch.
Raman was waiting for his chance and happily covered the man with sand till his neck. He returned to the court.
How did you escape from this punishment? Where are the soldiers?
A hunchback man saved me, my majesty.
He narrated fully what had happened.
Ha 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 ha. I am convinced with your intelligence and presence of mind, Rama. I appoint you as my court jester from now.
Raman's dream had come true. He had a good job and he led a wealthy life.
A lesson with interest.
In the beautiful town of Vijayanagar, there lived a rich moneylender named Nakul. He used to lend money and some vessels for household functions. He was a greedy man and cheated the poor people. When a borrower was returning some borrowed vessels to Nakul.
See, these vessels are damaged. Pay me 5 rupees more for each vessel.
Nakul, this is a small damage. How can it cost so much?
The money is to repair the vessels.
But you are charging more than the price of the vessel itself. It's not fair.
The helpless people decided only Raman could find a solution for this. At Raman's house,
Raman, please save us from Nakul.
What happened, friends? What's your problem?
Nakul is cheating us and he charges more interest for the money we borrow.
Don't worry, my friends. I'll teach him a lesson.
Raman planned a good idea to teach Nakul a lesson. At Nakul's house,
I have a function at home. Can you please lend me 2 vessels?
Take these vessels and return them in 2 days. You have to pay rupees 10 for that.
After 2 days, Raman went to Nakul's house to return the vessels. He took 2 small vessels along with the big ones.
Nakul, here are your vessels and the money.
What is this? Why are you giving these small vessels? They are not mine.
Nakul, you forgot to notice. The vessels I borrowed were pregnant and they delivered babies. The baby vessels belong to you. Please accept them.
As Knuckle was a greedy man, he took them. He thought Raman was foolish. Few days later, Raman came back and borrowed 20 vessels for a wedding at his home. Days passed by and Raman did not return at all. Knuckle went to Raman's house.
Hey, Raman, where are the vessels you borrowed?
Oh, Nakul, I'm sorry. The vessels you gave were all pregnant.
Then you should have given back the vessels along with the babies.
Sorry, Nakul. They all died while delivering.
Knuckle understood that he had been tricked and then he became a good man.
King punishes Ramakrishna.
The king of Golconda wanted to kill King Krishna Deva Raya and sent a spy to Vijayanagar. The spy entered Raman's house and introduced himself as Lakshmi's long-lost brother Trilok, who was lost at the age of 8.
Sister, I traveled very far and earned lot of money. I bought you saris and jewels.
Is it? We miss you a lot, Trilok.
Raman enters inside.
Dear, he is my lost brother Trilok. He has come back after 15 years.
Is it? Welcome, Trilok. Nice to meet you. Please stay with us.
The spy had written a letter to the king in Raman's handwriting, insisting that the king had to come to his home alone to discuss a secret. When the king came, the spy tried to kill him, but the king escaped. Raman came to know about the trick of the spy and he felt very bad. He went to the king and said,
I feel ashamed of myself for trusting that spy. Please punish me for my mistake.
No, Raman, it was not your fault. I trust you. The enemies try many ways to kill me.
It was my mistake. I was careless. I deserve a punishment.
Okay, if that is your wish, death is the punishment. But I leave you the choice of how to die.
Thank you for the choice, my lord. I would like to die of old age.
I knew you would escape from this punishment. I'm proud of you, Raman.
Anybody who doesn't lie.
The king of Vijayanagar thought his countrymen never lied.
I think none of our countrymen lie.
I disagree with you, my lord. People speak the truth only if they have some benefit on it. Only holy saints will not speak lies.
No, I don't accept it. My courtiers and I are not holy people, yet we never lie.
I beg your pardon, your majesty. Even your majesty would lie if the situation demands.
How dare you say that? Let's see if you can make me lie.
Raman took up the challenge and requested for some time to prove his argument. As the days passed, the king and his courtiers had forgotten their discussion. That time, they came to know about a saint who had come to Vijayanagar, who claimed that he could show God to people.
Oh my dear devotees, this is the room where you can see God. But remember, only people who have not committed sins in their life can see the divine light of God. Otherwise, you can see only your own reflection.
Some people went away out of fear. Some went one by one. As this news reached the king, he came with the queen and his courtiers. First, the courtiers went inside and saw their own reflection, but when they came out,
I saw the divine light of God. It was big and beautiful.
One by one they went, and they were lying for the fear of the king. The queen entered and saw her own reflection. She was scared to say it out, and she lied.
Wow! That was an extraordinary sight. I have never seen such a light in my life.
Let me go in now. To his shock, the king could see nothing but only his own reflection. But he said that he saw the divine light.
Did you see the divine light?
Yes, I had the darshan of God.
How can it be possible? The room just had a mirror inside. And it was all my plan to prove that you too would lie. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Raman. I lied.
Thus, Raman settled in the hearts of the king and the people.
Raman steals brinjal.
Krishna Deva Raya ordered his gardener to grow a special variety of brinjal, which was seedless. Raman tasted the brinjal when he had dinner with the king. He liked it very much.
You know what? Today I had lunch with the king. A special dish made of seedless brinjal was served. It was very tasty.
Seedless brinjals? I also want to taste it. Can you please get it for me?
But the king is growing them in his garden. The gardener would not allow anyone to take them.
Raman wanted to make his wife happy, so he stole a few brinjals from the garden and his wife cooked it.
Here, the delicious dish is ready. Our son is sleeping outside. Please wake him up to have dinner. I'm sure he too would like it very much.
Raman sprinkled some water on his son.
Oh, it's raining.
The next morning, when the king came to know of the theft, he doubted on Raman. He brought Raman's son to the court, thinking that children would not lie.
Dear son, did you eat brinjal yesterday?
Yes, Your Majesty. It was very tasty.
When did you eat it?
Yesterday night, I was sleeping in my house, and I woke up when it rained, and I ate the tasty brinjal.
As there wasn't any rain on the previous day, the king did not have any doubt on Raman.
Trip to Delhi.
The Emperor Babur heard about Raman's intelligence and wanted to see him. He wrote a letter to Krishna Deva Raya, requesting him to send Raman to Delhi. The king was proud when he read the message.
Raman, get ready to meet the Emperor, Babur. But always keep in mind that you are a jester. I want you to win at least a bag of gold coins from Babur.
Definitely, Your Highness. I will do my best to get a good name for Vijayanagar.
Before Raman reached Delhi, Babur had ordered his ministers not to laugh for any of Raman's jokes. He also said that severe punishment would be given if they do not obey the order. Raman spoke humorously, yet no one laughed or even smiled at his jokes. Raman was puzzled.
Why are these courtiers sitting like lifeless dolls? It looks as if I will have to go back to Vijayanagar empty-handed. The king wanted me to win at least one bag of gold coins. I must somehow succeed. What shall I do?
The next day, Babur went out for a morning ride. On the way, he saw an old man digging the ground.
Hey, old man, why are you working so hard at this age?
Your Majesty, I'm going to plant this mango sapling.
You sound so stupid. Do you think you will be alive to enjoy its fruits?
My ancestors planted trees, and years later, I enjoyed the fruits. In the same way, the trees I am planting will bear fruits for my children and grandchildren.
Wow, well said. Here is a bag of gold coins for your wise words.
Thank you, Your Highness. It is said that people have to wait for a long time for the fruits when they plant trees. But I have gained the fruit in the form of these gold coins on the very day of planting the tree.
Hey, that sounds interesting. Here, take another bag of gold coins.
A person planting a tree is rewarded only once during the ripening season. But I am rewarded twice on the same day.
Hey, you are talking very wisely. Take another bag of gold coins.
The old man took off his beard and his disguise.
Oh, Raman, was it really you all this time?
Yes, Emperor. My king told me to win at least one bag of gold coins from you. But I have won 3 now.
Baba appreciated Raman and took care of him very well during the stay and sent him a lot of gifts when he went back.
Sharing the reward.
Once, King Krishna Raya arranged for a dance program in his court. He thought Raman would create confusion and spoil the evening by acting smart. So, he ordered his guards not to allow Raman inside.
There is a dance program in the court. But why did the king not invite me? He would have forgotten. Let me go and watch the dance.
Raman tried to enter the court, but the guards stopped him.
Sir, you cannot enter the court.
Hey, don't you know me? I'm Raman, the court jester. Why should I not enter the court?
But sorry, sir. The king has ordered not to let you in.
Raman thought for a while.
Is it? The king has asked me to come to get some gifts. Actually, he would be waiting for me. If you let me in, I would give you the remaining half of whatever the king gives me.
The gods knew that the king gives gifts to Raman, so he became greedy.
Alright, you can go in. But remember to give me half of what the king gives you. And what do I get for letting you in?
If you let me in, I would give you the remaining half of whatever the king gives me.
The gods agreed at once and allowed Raman to go in. When the performance was going on, Raman picked up a stick and began to beat the main dancer.
Raman, how dare you enter and spoil the dance? Guards, give him 100 lashes for entering the court uninvited and spoiling the show.
Thank you for the gifts, my lord. But I would like to share it with 2 guards at the gate. I promised them to share whatever I received from you.
Krishna Raya came to know what had happened and punished the guards for asking bribes.
The lost ring.
Krishna Raya was wearing a beautiful ring made of precious stones. One day, he found that it was lost and doubted that one of his guards would have stolen it. But he could not guess who the culprit was. He called Raman.
Raman, my favorite precious ring is lost. I doubt on one of the 12 guards. How shall I find the thief?
My lord, I have an idea to find the thief. But what would be my gift?
If you could find the thief, you would get 100 gold coins.
Raman brought all the 12 guards to a private room in the palace.
Guards, there is an idol of goddess Kali inside. Everyone should enter one by one and touch the right foot of the goddess.
But why should we do that?
The king has lost his ring. He wants to find the thief. If you touch the foot of the goddess, she would identify the thief and tell me in my dream.
Raman sent the guards one by one inside, and the guards kept their palm on the right feet of the goddess. When they came out,
Show me your palm. I have to smell it.
Raman sent the first 6 guards away, and when he smelt the palm of the 7th guard,
Your Highness, this man is the thief.
No, he's lying. I never stole your ring, Your Majesty.
The king ordered the guards to put him in prison.
How did you find that, Rama? But you said the goddess would come in your dream.
Oh, that was simple, my lord. I had applied perfumes on the right foot of the idol. I could smell the perfume from the hands of those who really touched the foot. But this guard was scared and did not touch the foot. His hand did not smell. Then I guessed he must be the thief.
The king appreciated Raman and gave him a bag of gold coins.
Thief behind the bush.
One day, Raman was watering the plants in his garden. When he came near a bush, he found a thief hiding behind it.
Oh, my God! This man could be a thief. But I cannot catch him alone. If I shout, he will run away. I should plan something to bring my neighbors here.
The clever Raman got an idea and called his wife.
Lakshmi, bring me some water.
Here. But why do you need it?
I want to gargle.
Raman gargled some water and spat it on the thief's face, who was hiding behind the bush.
Lakshmi, get me another mug of water.
Another mug? Okay, I will get you.
Raman gargled and spat the full mug of water on the thief's face.
I need one more mug of water, Lakshmi.
Raman's wife was wondering about the act of Raman, yet she gave him another mug of water.
Dear, what happened to you? Why are you doing like this?
Raman did not answer her and just spat the water on her face. And then things happened as he expected.
My goodness, have you gone mad? All of you come here and watch this man. He's behaving like a mad.
Hearing her loud voice, there came all the neighbors. And Lakshmi narrated the whole thing.
Raman, why did you spit on your wife's face?
My dear friends, I spat only once on my wife's face, and she is not able to tolerate it. But look at this man behind the bush. He is very patient, and he never shouted even after I spat 4 mugs of water on his face.
The neighbors found the thief behind the bush and took him to the king. Raman's wife and the others later realized that Raman did a drama to catch the thief.
Nothing for nothing.
Few people of Vijayanagar were jealous about Raman as he was very close to the king. One among them was the fruit vendor Somu. One day, Raman came to his shop.
Hello Raman, welcome. How are you?
I am fine. How do you do? How is your business going on?
Very well, Raman. Would you like to buy some fruits?
Somu wanted to trick Raman.
Yes, the fruits are looking quite fresh. I would have some of these bananas.
Sure, Raman. Take these ripe ones.
Thank you, Somu. But what's the price?
Price? For these bananas? It's nothing, Raman. You take as many as you want.
Wow! The bananas are very tasty. Thank you. Bye, Somu.
Just wait, Raman. You did not pay me the price.
But you said the price is nothing.
That's right, Raman. I want you to pay me that nothing.
Raman realized that Somu is playing a trick on him. He thought for a while and took his empty bag.
Tell me, what is in this bag?
There is nothing in this bag.
Well, then this is the price you asked for. Take it, Somu.
Somu felt ashamed of his foolishness.
The proud magician.
Once a magician from Chittoor came to Krishna Deva Raya's court. He entertained everyone in the court with his tricks, and at the end he said,
"O king, no one here in this kingdom can equal me in my magic."
Krishna Deva Raya did not like the man's pride.
Is there anyone who can defeat the magician?
No one stood up. The king was shocked. Then he thought Raman would be the right person to tackle the situation.
Raman, I give you 1 day's time. You have to perform a magic that this man cannot do.
Raman was puzzled and went home sadly.
Oh dear, what happened? Why are you looking so sad?
The king had ordered me to perform a magic to defeat the magician.
Is it? Can you tell me what the king exactly said?
I should perform something that the magician cannot do.
Raman's wife looked at her children playing in the sand, and an idea came to her mind. The next day in court,
Good morning, Raman. Are you ready with the magic?
Yes, my lord. I shall perform an act with both my eyes closed. The magician should do the same thing with both his eyes open.
Performing with open eyes would be easier. Come on, do it.
Raman closed his eyes and sprinkled some sand on them.
Here, take this sand. And now, you must do the same with your eyes open.
The magician accepted his defeat and went away. The king praised Raman as usual and gifted him with a lot of gold coins.
Raman's clever son.
One day, Raman's son entered the palace garden. He saw some beautiful red roses and plucked some to take home for his mother.
Hey, look there. You see that boy? He is plucking the flowers. Catch him.
The guards of the palace were taking the boy to the king. On the way,
What's the matter? Where are you taking my son?
Your son has stolen roses from the palace garden. We caught him with the roses in his hand. So, we are taking him to the king.
What? My son would not do such a thing.
But look at his hand full of flowers.
My son has to be punished if he has done wrong. I won't stop that.
but Raman did not want his son to be punished. So he took off the shawl he was wearing and covered his son's head.
The sun is very hot today. This covering will protect my son.
The boy understood what his father was trying to tell him. He quickly ate the roses in his hand, and the guards could not see that as he was inside the shawl. The guards brought the boy before the king.
Your Highness, this boy is Raman's son. He plucked the roses from the palace garden. We caught him red-handed and brought him here.
Do you have the roses stolen by the boy?
The boy has all the roses in his hand. You can see them, my lord.
What's this? I cannot see any rose in his hand.
The boy told the king that the guards brought him only to bring bad name to his father. The king sent the boy home and scolded the guards. Thus Raman's son escaped cleverly.
Cat for horse.
Once Raman was in need of money and did not want to ask the king. So he wanted to borrow from his neighbor, a rich merchant.
Kishore, can you please lend me 100 gold coins? I will return in 1 month.
Sure. Raman, take this 100 gold coins and remember, you have to pay me an interest of 50 gold coins. If you fail to return the money in 1 month, you have to sell your Arabian horse and give me all the money that comes by selling the horse.
Definitely, as you wish, Kishore.
After a month, Raman could not return the money with interest. Kishore went to Raman's house.
Raman, you could not give my money back. Let's sell your Arabian horse as agreed. And remember, you have to give me all the money that the horse is sold for.
Kishore knew that the horse would sell for over 300 gold coins.
That's right. I will do as I agreed.
Both of them set out for the market with the horse. Kishore thought the Arabian horse would be sold for 300 gold coins and he would get all the money. But Raman carried a kitten also with him. At the marketplace,
Good morning, everybody. I wish to sell my kitten for 300 gold coins. The person who buys the kitten will get my beautiful Arabian horse for just 1 gold coin.
though the method of selling was surprising, a man paid 300 gold coins plus another gold coin and took away the kitten and the horse.
Here, Kishore, take this 1 gold coin.
How can that be? I lent you 100 gold coins at an interest of 50 gold coins. You are giving me only 1 gold coin?
But you told me that I have to give you the sale price of the horse. You saw me selling the horse for 1 gold coin, and I gave you that.
The merchant realized that Raman had tricked him, so he begged.
Raman, please give me back at least my 100 gold coins.
Oh, no! You must obey your agreement. Otherwise, I shall complain to the king.
The merchant knew that the king would accept only Raman's words, so he took the gold coin and went away sadly.
Hungry horse.
Once, Krishna Deva Raya had brought a lot of horses from Arabia. He decided to give 1 horse to each family in his kingdom to take care of the horse. He gave 3 gold coins for the maintenance of the horse.
Raman, here is your horse. Take the 3 gold coins and grow the horse healthy and strong.
All the people, including Raman, were not interested to take the horses, as it was an extra burden on them. Raman wanted to teach the king a lesson. Immediately, an idea struck Raman's mind.
Yes, my lord. I will take care of the horse very well.
Raman put the horse in a small room, leaving just a hole in the wall to feed the horse. Once a day, he fed the horse only with hay through the hole. The hungry horse got accustomed to grab whatever was let through the hole. After a few months, the king asked all his people to bring the horses to the palace. The king became very happy seeing the horses.
Very good. All the horses are looking healthy and strong. Where's your horse, Raman? Haven't you brought it?
I'm sorry, your majesty. I could not bring the horse here. It cannot be easily controlled.
What? Has the horse grown so strong under your care?
Yes, your majesty. Could you please send the headman of the royal stable to my house so that we can bring the horse here?
Of course. I'm really eager to see the horse. You can take more strong men to bring the horse.
Raman took the men to his house. The headman, having a long beard, peeped through the hole of the shed. The horse tugged violently at the beard, thinking that it was his head. The headman cried loudly with pain. Then, somehow, they managed to bring the horse to the palace. The horse was actually thin and very weak.
How did the horse become so weak, Raman? Haven't you been feeding it properly? It seems as if you have been spending the 3 gold coins on your family.
I'm sorry, your majesty. You had placed a great burden on the people by giving them horses to rear. Many of our people do not have food to eat, but you wanted them to spend money on growing a horse. This horse is a sample to show how many of our people are undernourished due to lack of food.
I realize my mistake now, Raman. I won't burden the people anymore.
The king took back the horses. He gave gold coins to the people and appreciated Raman's kindness towards people.
Jar of seeds.
Once there lived 2 friends called Bharat and Kumar. Bharat decided to go for a pilgrimage too.
It would take at least a year for me to come back. Where shall I hide my money?
Bharat got an idea. He filled the jar with 5,000 gold coins. On top of it, he put some paddy to cover the coins. Then he went to Kumar's house.
Hello, Bharat. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you do me a favor, please? I'm going for a pilgrimage tour with my family. Can you please keep this jar of paddy safely till I come back?
A jar of paddy? Don't worry. I will take care.
Bharat did not return after a year, and Kumar opened the jar to see what was inside, and he tilted the jar.
Wow, lot of gold coins. I will take all the gold coins and fill the jar with paddy.
Kumar bought some paddy and filled the jar with it. In a few days, Bharat returned from his journey and asked for his jar. When he emptied the jar, he was shocked to see the jar filled completely with paddy. At Kumar's place,
Kumar, where are my gold coins?
I did not take anything. You gave me the jar filled with paddy and not any gold coins.
Bharat could not argue and took him to court for justice. Raman listened carefully to Bharat.
Bharat, how many months before did you give the jar?
I gave the jar about 1.5 years back.
Raman took a look at the paddy filled in the jar. They looked fresh and moist.
Then the 1.5-year-old paddy would not look so fresh and wet like this. This shows that Kumar had opened the jar and taken the gold coins.
Kumar felt that he was cornered and denied the allegation.
No. There were only 5,000 gold coins and not 10,000.
How do you know there were only 5,000 gold coins if you did not take it?
Kumar felt ashamed and gave the gold coins back to Bharat. Bharat thanked Raman and praised his intelligence.